Hey everyone, welcome to Heal and Grow with Nickie. Today we are going to talk about the 1-1-1-1-1 grounding technique, which is something that I sort of made up on my own. So today we're talking about a grounding technique, and grounding work is similar to breath work in that we use it when we are starting to get anxious or nervous or unable to focus, which happens to me quite a bit. I usually turn to breath work. You can check out the breath work playlist that we already have going on YouTube. But another technique that you can use is something called grounding, and there are many, many different ways to do this. Today, we're going to talk about the 5-4-3-2-2 1 method, but I've actually modified it a bit. So, in case you haven't heard of the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method, I'm just going to literally read it off to you. It's just a way for you to start to take control of your own breath. The first thing is look around the room and name 5 things you can see around you. The second thing is 4 things that you can feel. The third step is 3 things you can hear. So you can see where we're going with this. We're talking about our 5 senses. We're talking about naming something in the room, either literally verbally or just in your brain, as just a way to sort of regroup and refocus. The problem that I have with this technique is that when I'm in a moment where I need to use it, I can't remember what it is. Is it 5 animals that I'm supposed to notice and name? Is it 4 triggers that I could think of from my childhood? I mean, obviously I'm joking, but the sentiment behind it is real. I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. And in that moment, I don't have the time or the wherewithal to keep trying to figure it out. So I just decided I don't have to do it like that. And you don't have to do it like that either. So I renamed it to the 1-1-1-1-1. We don't have to call it that. So what I do and what really helps me is I think of I do one thing that goes with the 5 senses. So let me give you my examples. So I'm going to touch one thing. And usually in that moment, I'm not in my office where I have all these resources available, but I wear jewelry every day. I'm usually always wearing a necklace. So I go to my necklace and I just touch it and I just feel it. And it gives me an object to sort of center my attention on. It distracts me from my stress. And it helps me just calm and regulate so that I can keep going throughout my day. So that's my first option for you is one thing you can touch. And then the next, and you can do this in any order that you want, but one thing that you can smell. If you don't have anything available to you at that exact moment, you can just smell what's going on around you. My husband made bacon this morning, so there's a faint hint of bacon in the air. Another thing that I love to do is I sometimes like to use essential oils. This is lavender, and you could use whatever you have, but just do an inhale. Lavender is calming. I use it, I put it sometimes on my pillow before I go to bed. So the scent of lavender for me is so calming and so soothing. So that's my scent option. Another thing that you can lock into is one thing having to do with sight. I'm in my office right now, and just beyond the camera level here, I have a big bulletin board with photos of my friends and my family and quotes that inspire me. So if I happen to be in this room when I'm starting to panic, I can literally lock eyes with a friend. If you don't have that available to you, you can, whatever room you're in, you just look at something and you say, that is the microwave. Those are flowers. you just list the things that are going on in the room or in the atmosphere around you. So then that means we have 2 left. Sound. I love music. I love pretty much all types of music. I'm one of those people that when you say, what's your favorite type of music? I say everything, but it's true. So I can get on my playlist and just press play on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. And I could just say, In the Heights soundtrack, classical music, Britney Spears, just acknowledging what it is, listening to it. And then the added bonus of that, for me at least, is music can get me out of a funk pretty quickly. So if I happen to picked a random song, that's great. I could start dancing in my chair. So then the 5th thing is taste. Now, when I'm in a moment where I need to use a grounding technique, I'm not usually with something that I can taste. So for right this second, I could just close my mouth. What is that like? Sometimes it's not so great, right, friends? But I just happened to brush my teeth. So I am tasting minty goodness in my mouth. If you have water with you, you can take a taste of your water. But really the great thing about this, even though I can't remember the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method and have made up my own, the great thing about this is that it immediately recenters you, refocuses you, gets you back to just square one, ground zero in your body. You can start to take control of the moment again, because when we're panicking, we can still think of one thing. And if thinking of one thing 5 times is going to drive you crazy, that's fine too. Just lock into one thing. One thing. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you like it, please subscribe, give it a like, share it. I hope that you are doing really, really well. And our next grounding technique video will be next week. Thanks, everyone.